and I'm on vacation until the second.
All right. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
More than hell.
Perfectly timed.
Right in time. Perfect timing. Tonight is July 15th. Welcome to the Nightly Grind. We have a few things to discuss tonight, mainly some Nintendo stuff, but we're going to wait to get to that in a little bit. As always, I'm T-Bone. We have below me Benthans, and then Ninja at the bottom, and JT in the upper corner, and Tornzel and Shadow in the other bottom corner. So first we're going to start with Overwatch. Some interesting news that we had sort of discussed previously as an idea that we thought they should do, which is limit characters to one on each team. Which is their plan is for competitive only, not in regular, is to have one of each character allowed on each team. I'm curious to see how they implement this, mainly because what if you're really good at Pharah and somebody else takes her, or something along those lines, or somebody
You
really...
do the same thing you do on almost every other MOBA type game. You pick another champion.
Well, yeah, I mean, but what if
Right.
the dude who takes your champion sucks badly?
You do the same thing you do in almost every other MOBA game. You deal with it.
Yeah, no, I know.
Right.
Just fucking man up is what you do.
You ask the person, hey, can you switch? You're doing really bad right now.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll
Yeah,
work.
yeah, that always works well when you say somebody's doing badly in a game.
Well, you phrase it better than that, but you know what I mean.
We've all spoken, and you suck.
The team has decided you are the weakest
It
link.
was a
The
collective.
team has decided you have to switch to support now.
You have to play Lucio.
But you can't play Pharah either.
So I thought that was kind of interesting that they actually did that.
Like a week after I said I hope they change it so there's ties. There's no more sudden death. They announced that they're going to be doing tie. So
Yeah.
I thought that was fun and cool.
Yeah, the sudden death thing was it's
Gotta go.
Yeah, it was an unbalanced. It's sort of an unbalanced game the way it is. And the one sudden death that I got into, we were on assault. We aced them and took the first objective within like 10 seconds, and it was over. It had nothing to do with skill really. It was just luck.
Coin flip is really luck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, assault usually has the advantage if they know what they're doing. It's just a matter of how long it takes you to get to the end of the game, especially on the first one. It's usually easy to unlock the first section. But in bigger news is the new character. They revealed way more information than we had last week, which was just a gun. It was essentially what they showed last week. So we'll watch the videos. They had two major videos and then a big gameplay video, which we don't need to get into that kind of craziness. But we'll do the first two. Movie, cool.
Hey, 12.
Good.
My dearest Fariha, every mother hopes for a better life for her daughter. I was willing to fight and die for it. I taught you that there is nothing more important than protecting the ones you love. You grew up surrounded by heroes. They filled your head with stories of adventure and dreams of glory. And one day, you wanted to join them, but it was not the life I wanted for you. I never told you of the weight I carry from all those I killed to keep everyone safe. But I always did what was asked of me. Until one day, I could not take the life I needed to. I hesitated, and everything changed.
Who's
The
that
people
supposed to
who
be?
I was supposed to
Widowmaker.
protect died,
Oh, she took it through the
and
eye.
I was left behind, gravely wounded.
It's like a
The world believed that I
Saving
was
Private
dead.
Ryan.
I thought perhaps that was for the best. I've lost so much in my life. I've said goodbye to so many friends. I've buried the ones closest to me. But for all that I have lost, I know that there are still people who need to be protected. So I cannot stop fighting. Not yet. Not while there are people still waiting for me. One day, I hope you'll understand. Your mother, Anna.
Pretty cool.
I got goosebumps.
It's kind of weird that her mother's coming back after release. And then here's the gameplay trailer. Shows a little bit more of who she actually is.
I'm securing the objective. Anyone want to join me?
I require healing.
I have you covered.
We gotta push him back.
Eliminate this target.
Bombs away.
Wait, was that a stun grenade?
Anna, reporting for duty. I'm on the attack. Follow me.
Barrier is failing.
Hitting you with a nano boost. Get in there and do some damage. I have you in my sights.
It's high noon.
Lights out.
Certainly looks like a stun grenade.
So that's Shadow's favorite character now.
More than likely, shit.
So it depends on, and we'll talk about it while we wait for this. It depends on who she shoots, what she does. She either heals or she deals damage. She's got that stun grenade, so there's some cool stuff in there.
Well, it's more of a sleep thing, not really a stun.
Yeah, well, she has... Her shift is going to be a sleep dart. So you'll throw it at somebody and they'll fall unconscious like that.
Yeah,
You
something
can
sort of
try her
crap.
out right now if you want.
Her
Yeah,
E
you can
is
PTR.
it's a grenade that'll either do like boosted healing to somebody, I think, or if it's an enemy, it'll negate their healing.
Oh, so that's why she threw it at Roadhog, because he was about to heal. Okay.
You pick PTR in the region drop down box. It'll give you a 6 gig install and you can try out.
No, I think it didn't heal the grenade. It was more of a damage booster. It looked
Yeah,
like.
that was the thing with Reinhardt God. He
No,
started
that
doing
was
more.
her ultimate.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
It only hits one person, I'm guessing, then.
That's fun.
Speed boost.
It'll probably be decent recharge on it too, so you can use it more than just once, like, every 10 minutes.
Yeah, sort of like Widowmaker's ult. It's pretty low cooldown or recharge rate. Yeah, that's interesting. There's some interesting stuff in there for sure. Anybody else? No?
Snipe.
All right. I got this game popped up. It's called Event. I don't know, Event Zero, I guess is how they want us to pronounce it. Here's the trailer for it. Looks really interesting.
Of distant planets, stars, and galaxies? Are you ready for the most transformative experience of your life? The idea of
Oh dear God, it's another walking sim.
Kind of.
Portal.
It's a walking sim. Who gives a fuck?
You get to ask the questions. So it's a question sim.
Hopefully it's gotten a shit ton of indie awards.
I like the idea of being able to input your own questions and seeing how it actually ends up playing out would be interesting.
It almost feels like a portal.
Yeah, it has a Portal look to it. Yeah, for sure. The art style.
Well, yeah, but it sounds like you're trying to figure out how to get out of that kind of place. Like in Portal, you're trying to get out of the lab or trying to figure out how. But instead of using portals to get your way out, you're using your words.
Right.
From what it looks like.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how it works with how you ask questions and how it responds, and if it's so super sophisticated, then it could be really cool.
It won't be.
I don't know.
It won't be.
It's neat, nonetheless. And the last one is a No Man's Sky trailer.
Really? A No Man's Sky trailer, really?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Not that we haven't heard about
Surprised we're hearing new
Has it?
information on No Man's Sky.
There's no new information in it.
Wait, what is No Man's Sky? What is it? I don't know what it is.
Imagine Spore.
No, not like Spore at all. Imagine
Limitless 3 variety.
Imagine Minecraft without building, I guess, if only you could do was explore. But in space.
Keep on flying.
It's the same thing you've seen in the past 4 planets. It's just
Yeah.
a slightly different
They
color.
really don't. I don't know. I know people are talking shit about the color palettes, but there's a lot more color palettes than 3 or whatever, you know.
But in this case, it's not really losing sight of the shore. It's just another randomly procured, generated planet.
Well,
That will be
it's random using
unbelievably boring after the 15th or 16th.
It's random using the things that we choose to be random.
There is no random in a computer game. It is programmed.
There is in Diablo 2.
They're saying with all the pieces that we throw in and the random
RNG, yo.
Yeah, the within the confines of what they allow. Yeah. So, No Man's Sky. Not a heck of a lot of new information out there. Yeah, that's all I
This
got.
year's biggest disappointment is my call for that.
Yeah, I think the $60 price tag is probably going to be part of the thing that.
Get the money up front because you ain't going to be getting it long term.
Yeah, I mean the team was fairly small. I don't know if they needed to charge $60 for it. I'll probably eventually get it. I still haven't really made up my mind when. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, if the reviews come out and say it's awesome, then yeah, I'll probably get it. I like exploring games, so there's that. So last week we discussed the that gambling issue with Steam, and the people that were promoting the company, and they were involved in the company themselves, and so Steam has taken, I would assume, as part of that news released, has taken some steps to say these gambling sites need to stop. They're going to start by asking third-party sites to betting sites to stop operating through Steam. Apparently, the way it was working is gambling sites were using Valve's OpenID API as a way for users to prove ownership of the items, and then they were using Steam accounts to make the same web calls as individual Steam users were using to be able to transfer these items. And both of those were against the user
ULA.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ULA, thank
users
you.
and
And the API rules and regulations. So at first they're going to tell them to stop doing it. I guess if they don't, then they're going to take that further. But that's the update onto that sort of controversy, I guess you can call it. It's shitty, people being shitty would be a better way to say it. But I think Steam has gotten some lawsuits about it too, because you have kids gambling, and that's not an okay thing.
So Steam will just incorporate it into an update 6 months from now and have it for themselves.
Have it on their own, yeah, maybe. I'm curious to see if state governments don't start getting involved in this, because that's money that they're missing out on, and that's gambling within their state borders. I'm curious to see how that might work out in the future. I mean, you have like the thing with
Yeah, but
the daily fantasy,
just
the daily
fact that
fantasy
he
stuff.
didn't announce that he was getting that it was their company and they were
Right.
that's a federal felony. That's federal level. That's not.
Minimal. The state's going to be more worried about the loss of revenue because they should be getting a tax on everything that happens. That's all that boils down to.
But
So.
can
All
they
about that
access
money.
it Online, there's no actual physical item.
It's an electronic item. I mean, I'm sure there's rules, regulations as far as electronic goods are concerned.
It would depend.
I'm sure they covered that when they did music. Music's constantly bought digitally, and it's
Technically,
Yeah.
from start to finish. It's connected.
Well, when I bought a digital music thing, I don't get tax on it.
it depends. It's like I said. It depends. It really depends. Like, for example, recently Maryland, anything you bought from Amazon, you never paid a tax. But as soon as they put an Amazon distribution center in Maryland, they started charging taxes because since Amazon's footprint was in the state could now charge the tax. So I'm sure they could do something along them lines. So even though it's technically digital, I don't know. It's a clusterfuck. I don't know the law on it, but that's like,
I get taxed.
I don't think you could do it, but they could do something. I can't see the states pushing it right now. For one, it's probably not generating enough money for them to be really interested, and two, it's digital, so that the law is really, really cloudy. So I don't think they got any legal thing to stand on. The reason why they attacked out the football gambling stuff is because there was a shit ton of money going through those sites.
Oh yeah.
So as soon as that, protection, gambling bad. No. State wanted its cut. That was all that really boiled down to.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, who knows how much money is going through these guys? I really don't know. Maybe there's enough to where the states are interested in it, and if they do, then you're really going to see some stuff going on with it because they're going to.
I think we'd see Steam pushing first, just because Steam is the first party that's going to be feeling it. Which to say, they're going to be wondering why they're not getting their cut. The states come down the line, so.
Yeah.
And it sounds like this is one of those things where it's going to be stopped before it ever really got any really going. So. Steam will incorporate it for their own means.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Steam. I don't know about gambling. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can already use the Steam Workshop. I'm not Steam Workshop, the Steam Store or whatever it's called.
Couldn't you argue that buying a key for the possibility of getting something good is just a form of gambling? So I mean,
no, because you're still getting something.
You're still getting something, yeah. And
Yeah,
whatever
but
that is technically worth $2.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's a gamble to.
Sure.
It's a gamble.
Yeah, there's a chance.
Are you breaking even every time?
I don't know. Are some items worth less than $2?
That's what my question.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Then you're not breaking even. Then it's a gamble. If you're breaking even every time, if you're paying $3 for a key and you're getting $3 back, then it's not gambling. If you're paying $3 and you might get $1.50, that's gambling.
Well, if you intend on reselling the things, it's not.
Right, exactly.
Most of it's for skin and visual.
That's an argument. It's just So when you do those cases, most people aren't buying and unlocking those things for the hope they get a shiny skin. They're crossing their fingers they're going to get something they can sell for $300 on the Steam store, so they can basically have $300 in their Steam account. So they're not going, oh boy, I want the one with roses on it. They're going, really, give me that $500 skin right now. Oh fuck, $1.50 sell it. No.
I mean, I guess you could make the argument that the value is not necessarily judged by how much it can sell for on the Steam store. I don't know. Not a lawyer, but they're doing some steps to try and stem the tide as far as whatever's going on with this stupid gambling stuff that's going on right now. I'm curious to see where it ends up, if people A, stop doing it, and B, what happens if they don't. So up next is Pokemon Go. Everybody except for Tornsoul
and
Shadow are playing Pokemon Go.
Yep.
So it released last Thursday in the U.S. I think.
Yeah. That's not Pokemon Go. You can play Pokemon on the go with that, but that's not Pokemon Go.
Nintendo shares have jumped 86% and almost $15 billion to the company's market value since Pokemon Go released last Thursday. It hit Europe yesterday or the day before, I think, so that has created another little blip. But part of that, I think we should probably mention, is that in 2014, their stock was way down. In 2015, they sort of leveled out again. because of the Wii U debacle that's been going on. So they're making a killing nonetheless with Pokemon Go. Maybe that'll actually tell them, maybe they don't have to release everything on a Nintendo platform. Maybe they can release it on something else. And this is by
Nintendo app for phone.
right. It is Niantic. It's not even Nintendo. It's one of their subsidiaries. Yeah.
But it's still tied to the Pokemon company.
Yeah. And Niantic, I think, used to be owned by Google.
I think they work closely with Google.
Yeah, and I think maybe they got split off when they did their rework a little bit. It's still obviously it's somewhat incorporated with Google because it's fairly obviously they're using Google Maps.
Yeah.
So they're still connected some.
Apple Maps.
Huh?
You gonna use Apple Maps?
Yeah. End up in the ocean or something. So there's a whole bunch of news articles have been coming out about people doing stupid shit and a mislabel that shows a man's house as a gym has caused people to keep showing up at his residence. The Holocaust Museum has asked Pokemon Go players to stop playing on the premises. You're an idiot if you're playing Pokemon Go in the Holocaust Museum.
Yeah,
Especially using fire Pokemon.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Coughing.
Hey, everybody was just thinking.
Oh God!
Nobody was thinking it. Not a single person was thinking that.
It was probably a fire gym there too, wasn't it?
Oh, you mean a Valor Gym.
Valor
But
Gym.
there are also really great things like
No, not Valor.
Pokemon Go's brought like a lot of local businesses, business, and at the same time you can see a lot more people out.
Yeah, you're seeing pictures of people all over the
discovered
place.
More of my city or town than I have been since I moved up here for 3 years. I'm like walking around like, what the hell is this?
Like the nerds swarming.
I'm walking around the first day I had it, I think it was like Friday. No, Saturday, because Friday I was trying to play with you guys or stream with you guys. But Saturday I'm walking around and it's just, people are just like look up from their phone, they see me. It's like, you play Pokemon Go? Yeah. Cool. What do you got?
Yeah. I forget what I was gonna say. The main street in my town is filled with stuff, and I saw a bunch of kids walking up and down the street going to different Pokestops. Apparently Twitch created an account and viewers are controlling where it goes. I have no idea how that works, but that sounds really interesting.
You can do it by drone.
Yeah.
I watched somebody playing it by drone the other day.
Neat.
Either by a drone or they got the okay from Niantic to probably set up it on a computer and GPS it.
Pokemon by drone. So a game that makes you go outside. You don't even have to do that anymore. Fuck that shit.
That's Americans, man.
The sun's out there. Hey, fuck that.
Seriously though, like one of the worst things about it is trying to walk and hatch these eggs because the GPS is so bad. But people have been taking their phones and leaving them open and putting them on like DJ turntables and letting it go around in circles and attaching them to their fucking ceiling fans and letting it spin and shit just so they can get the miles to hatch their eggs.
There is a maximum speed though, so I wonder if a ceiling fan would work because it's 12 miles an hour.
12 miles per hour.
Yeah, you could ride a bike at less than 12 miles an hour.
Yep.
If
I
you
average
needed
around
to.
10.
Yeah.
I mean, people probably were looking at me crazy when I was driving down the street going 5 miles an hour, passing a bunch of kids like, "Hey, I'm playing Pokemon Go. Don't mind me."
That's great. Hi, my name's JT, and I have to introduce myself as a,
sex offender because I'm playing Pokemon.
Because I'm driving by kids going
I
really.
just admitted that I'm driving down the road playing Pokemon.
Everybody does it.
It's really bad when you go to you find a Pokemon gym and it's like you and a couple friends and a car. You roll up to the Pokemon gym, you fight the gym, you sit there, you prestige it up, and then another car rolls by with another group of people and they fight the gym, capture it. So you're just like sitting there. Hell no, this is our gym.
Okay. So a little embarrassing side note, right? Me and Andrea literally left the house yesterday to drive around, and then we went to Dairy Queen, and then we went to a gym that happened to be a library and sat outside and tried to battle the gym. Literally.
Can you battle together?
Yeah.
No.
No, you can. It shows up. It'll say 2 people are fighting in a gym.
Oh.
But it's not like a team battle.
Yeah.
So it does. It increases the damage on when you're fighting. I tested this theory out. I know.
I'm gonna stick a few other pieces of the news in here. Marines playing Pokemon Go thwarted an attempted murder And capture the would-be killer. Girl playing Pokemon Go discovers a body in Wyoming.
There's another person that found another body while playing Pokemon Go. It was just reported today.
There's somebody that I saw today on Facebook or something like that. Somebody got cheating playing Pokemon Go.
They got banned. They
No,
did
no,
it.
no, not that kind of cheating. Like cheating on their
Oh.
or whatever.
Man stabbed while playing
All these
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon, honey.
It was probably Baltimore.
Continues playing, stops for beer.
Priorities in life, right?
Hollywood's already taking effect to make a Pokemon Go movie.
Pokemon Go already most popular mobile game in U.S. history.
You know, I will say one thing. The first day that it came out, I literally saw, and I'm sure you guys have seen it too, more people outside with their phones in their hands walking around than I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, hey, what the fuck are these guys doing? And I'm like, this is cool.
Well, it's bringing people together. There's people that never even heard of Pokemon or played it, but are playing the game because they enjoy it.
Yep. I mean, personally, I like it because it's still like the first 150.
I know
or
what
whatever.
you're gonna say.
Trend.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely trend.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the thing about
in a month or two, it will be non-existent.
that's the thing I'm concerned about. I'm curious, not concerned about. Curious about with the stock issue is there's no way it's going to stay up that high. I don't.
Why did Nintendo stock go so high on a game that doesn't cost anything?
You
It's technically
If you
free.
live
can
in-
put money-
I guarantee you, there's
Yeah,
so
but
many
they're
people that
this-
already bought
Yeah.
these. So.
people are spending $10 to get 200 Pokeballs. I guarantee that they don't want to go to a Pokestop. They
Yep.
just want to walk
They're
around.
starting to do business with like McDonald's and things like that. It's
Well,
involved. There's money. There's money in there.
Oh, really? Where you at, Refly? Yeah, it's crazy though. I mean, if I was a business, that's the first thing I would email them and be like, "Yo, man, make my business a Pokestop. I want kids coming in here and playing and buying my coffee or whatever while they're sitting here playing Pokemon."
I saw the online and I didn't add it. I should have. That there's going to be a form you can fill out to add Pokestops or gyms to your area. I don't know. I didn't look at.
is.
It's already out, I think.
Yeah, they released it on their website. You can download the form.
You can also email them to the Pokemon support whatever thing. If you're in a middle of bubblefuck kind of area, it's nothing. You can actually say like, "Hey, this area has no Pokemon," and they'll adjust the algorithm. They'll look into it and
Right.
that's
Germany and the UK have Pokemon now.
Yay!
Yeah.
Germany was first. The UK was today or yesterday, I think.
Canada still ain't got shit.
So you're going to be able to actually apply to have certain areas made into like a gym or whatnot.
Right. If you have nothing around you.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. I guess.
I mean,
I'm saying that the thing in Baltimore right now is that there's been some relatively ambitious individuals that have realized that you can go on social media and start posting out there's parts of the city where you can get really rare things, and then they're robbing people. I think I can just see that being a great idea. Yeah, we want this gym down on, I can't even.
I think
I totally.
Well, in an area like Baltimore, it's not going to be a problem. There's more than enough gyms.
Yeah.
But if you live, this is more for like super rural areas where there's nothing.
Well, I'm just saying it's the robbery has been a very big problem in Baltimore right now, and it's because people are wandering around parts of Baltimore.
Sure,
City
sure.
Don't wander around.
But I don't think they're going to give somebody. I don't think they're going to give drop down a new gym in an area as dense as Baltimore are probably already as populated as for
Right.
gyms
It's
and
probably more like
Pokestops.
rural areas
Yeah.
in the country and stuff like that.
Because there's people who have nothing around them.
Yeah, look at me right here.
Um,
If you don't go into town, you ain't seen shit.
Oh, look, they're putting a gym in bumfuck Egypt.
I ain't even near Egypt.
And the other thing that they've been putting a lot of more rare Pokemon in places like natural museums and natural parks and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's kind of smart too, because especially people that are like, "Oh my gosh, I want this particular Pokemon and it's in Yosemite or whatever." Like, take a road trip, maybe go see Yosemite. But then they're like, "This is cool," and then they don't see like Old Faithful's like, "Bam, right in the face."
One right in the middle of Old Faithful.
Yeah, go and see all these beautiful.
it's impossible to go touch it,
States, all the natural wonders, and pay no fucking attention to them.
except for your AR screen.
If it gets people in museums and stuff and learning things, it might be all right.
Do you really think they're going to be learning things?
I don't know, you know,
And this is where I caught Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
Look at right here. He's next to a painting. What kind of painting? Canvas.
We're kind of really diving into long term. Like I said, this is trendy. That's all this is.
Yeah,
Everybody
absolutely.
it's trendy. It's
If they can figure out a way to keep people, like maybe a nice good patch every few months or something, to actually keep people interested, adding the features that will actually like trading,
Battling.
Yeah, they'll eventually add in battle your friends or something like that, and then it'll go crazy again because everybody will be like, "Oh my god, this battle!"
And like I said this last week, and I will say it again. That's good. It's not going to be free. It's
I think it is going to be free for those
yeah.
because in the beginning they promised that.
They're charging you that for stuff if you're not willing to go to Pokestops for, essentially. If you're not willing to go to Pokestop and flip the little thing and get your
charging
free
you for
stuff.
convenience.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So the thing is that's all fine and dandy. There's no guarantee that it's not going to be the same damn thing where it's going to be. You can go to the Pokestop and get a coin that allows you to battle your friend, or you could spend $1.99 and get 5 coins.
Sure.
You know, so I mean, it's if they're monetizing something like the Pokeballs, they're going to monetize everything else because that's how they're going to make a profit off of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, they need to make money somehow.
It's kind of smart that way, though. I mean, you could walk your lazy butt down the street and go to a Pokestop, or you can, pay $5, and it's up to you.
I mean,
or as we've heard, attach it to your drone and fly your drone.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Put
you
it on
could.
your dog's collar and walk them around, or let them just run around the backyard or something. People have been doing that too.
That's funny. I mean, for $10, you can get 200 Pokeballs, and you'll have a little left over, from what I could tell. And that's a hell of a lot of Pokeballs. Like,
I'm not even. Coming
it's a
close
good.
to running
Yeah.
out. I've never bought anything.
Yeah, I haven't had a need. So that even if you have to put money into it, you're not going to have to put a hell
You
of a
don't
lot of
have
money
to put
into
money
it.
into it because you can.
No, you
earn
don't.
Currency by going to gyms and defending them. That's how you get in-game currency. The more gyms you're defending, the higher the currency is every day. If you have 5 people or 5 Pokemon in a gym, you'll have the 5 counter, which will get you 500 times 5 of Stardust and then 50 coins. And Shadow's falling asleep.
No, I'm just, to me, this is just one of those things where it's an interesting concept. It's really cool. I just don't see it lasting long term. I see it being
Yeah, I'm curious.
a flash in the pan. Everybody and their brother's going to be doing it right now, but in 2 months it's going to go away. And one of the main things that's really, really helping it right now is that it happens to be released in the middle of summertime. A lot of people are on summer vacation, and the weather's relatively beautiful outside. So people want to go outside and wander around. That's not going to be holding true in the dead of winter, and that's
Especially where I live.
So, I mean, it's when it's cold outside and the weather's nasty and shit like that, you're not going to see the same kind of like, let's go out to the park.
Maybe they'll release ice Pokemon at that point.
Gen 2, you mean?
The Pokemon shovel so you can dig your way.
Like I said, to me, this strikes me as just flash in the pan. The people that are die hard are going to play it no matter what, just like any game. But it's going to be one of these things where in a month, I don't think it's going to have the same. You're not going to see the parks filled with people because it's going to be one of those things where the nostalgia is going to wear off because a lot of people are going, oh, I remember Pokemon back when I was growing up. And the other thing is just that the new scent of the game is going to wear off. And people are not.
The next best thing will show up.
That too,
Sure.
yeah.
The next thing will roll in.
It'll still. I mean, it's clearly crushing their expectations, though. So even if it's a fraction of what they're doing right now, they'll probably be very happy with what's going on.
Yep.
I can't imagine they expected it to be this popular. There's no way.
Even yesterday, I mean, they were saying that there's so many people playing and whatever else on their servers that the servers were really bad yesterday.
They're slow, yeah.
Really bad.
Well, that's
they're a lot better
I
today.
wonder how many knockoff apps we're going to see.
China has a huge one already.
That's how things
It'd be like
usually with
Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and all that.
Everybody does it, then it just becomes the norm, and it gets boring. And then...
Yep.
You can't beat
Flash in the pan.
Flash.
Hey, mark my words. We'll see. I mean, I could be wrong. 6 months from now, and you'd still have parks filled with people wandering around trying
Sure,
to get
yeah.
free Pokemon. I just don't see it happening. I think it's one of those things where it's going to be, oh, it's really cool and it's interesting. Wow, we're going out and we're doing something, and then a week later it's going to be, I'd rather go back to doing what
I think they should do everything they can to encourage it. I don't see people getting exercise as a bad thing.
Oh, I agree 100%. Without a doubt, it's
if you care about paying healthcare for healthcare down the road, then it's a good.
let's break this down. The reason why the majority of these people don't go outside is because they don't really find a lot of interest in it. Once it gets to a point where they've pretty much done a lot of what they've expected to do, or they've gone to their local areas and stuff like that, they're going to be done. All right, they're not going to go into the car and go, let's drive 45 minutes to, some people will without a doubt, but the majority of them are not going to do that. It's going to be, I'm going to go down to my local park and I'm going to wander around, and then they might do it 2 or 3 days or 4 days or 5 days or a week or 2 weeks, and after all, it's going to be, well, I've done it, I've seen it, it's nothing there, I'm just going to go back to doing what I was doing before.
That's why they need to keep adding stuff to the game to keep people interested. Because right now, it's literally just a collection game.
Yeah.
That's it. That's why they need to add in the trading system, increase the collection game where they actually have to go out and be a couple meters away from someone to actually trade a Pokemon.
That'll work well in Baltimore.
I did want to
No,
say.
I understand why you brought your phone. Why'd you bring the Shiv?
Yeah, it's like,
Why'd you bring your 4 friends that have guns?
I see a lot of people joking
I
with,
just want that squirrel, man.
I see a lot of people joking with the Team Rocket shit. That's going to be legitimate in Baltimore. It's not going to be like dumbass, stupid shit. It's going to be
What's
literal.
with the hoodie and the mask?
Yeah, it's a guy with baseball bat. Now he has 2 phones. So it's just
Wait,
like
take my
that.
shit. Just leave my phone.
even more so when trading gets involved. I already can see the crime involved in that motherfucker.
It's not even gonna be. It's not even gonna be. Hey, give me your phone anymore. It's gonna be like, hey kid, give me your Squirtle.
No, he don't want his lunch money. He wants a Squirtle. So I did see a hilarious.
Pokemon bullies on
I-
the next.
I did see a funny meme that it said, Pokemon Go has done more for childhood obesity in 24 hours than Michelle Obama has done in 8 years. It
I've seen that so many times.
was a good
Where
one.
the
Overused.
fuck out of that one?
That's a good one.
Overused now.
Oh, it's way overused, but it was very clever when the first person to come up with it. In other Nintendo news, Nintendo's going to be re-releasing the Nintendo Entertainment System, otherwise known as the NES, and a mini
People are talking about it too.
in a mini factor, like a mini form factor, very small. It's going to have 30 games installed on it for $60, $10 for an extra controller. Balloon Fight, Bubble Bobble, Castlevania 2, Donkey Kong Jr., Double Dragon 2, Dr. Mario, Excite Bike, Final Fantasy, Galaga, Ghost and Goblins, Gradius, Ice Climber, Kid Icarus, Kirby's Adventure, Mario Brothers, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Pac-Man, Punch-Out, Star Tropics, Super C, Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3, Tecmo Bowl, The Legend of Zelda, and Zelda 2, The Adventures of
Aw,
Link.
no ET? Sons of bitches.
That was Atari.
Yeah, that was Atari, and it was
yeah,
horrible.
that's right. That was a tough.
Consensus, one of the worst games ever made.
They had to bury it.
So I'm definitely going to get one.
I probably will too.
I probably will too.
I
Yeah.
have the original. The fucking thing doesn't work very well.
You don't have to blow this out. It just freaking works.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
you just out of the box.
You just
I
hit
would
the
just
button.
get an emulator and download the game.
That's true.
Yeah, it's
Run
different.
it right through your Steam link.
Yep.
Yeah, it's different. I'm sure it'll function better.
No, it's not, because
You
you
can
can
start-
go, I'm pretty sure you can go on Amazon right now and find a USB.
Well, that's
and
all it is. It's a little emulator. It's a little emulator. That's all it is.
It's just an emulator. It's probably a Raspberry Pi with a fucking emulator on it.
That's what they should do. It's $2 for one of those things now.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
$2.50 for a fucking PC.
I mean, why not just honestly? Sorry, Bentham, to cut you off there, but like, why not just? Granted, you gotta have some tech to do it. Why
Yeah.
not just spend like $30 on a Raspberry Pi with like fucking 1 gig of memory on there will be fine. And you could download the entire Nintendo catalog and have like fucking 9, megas. I mean, literally, you can. The entire Nintendo catalog's not even like 500 megabytes. It's literally like non-existent.
It's tiny.
So
It's
yeah,
16-bit games.
yeah.
But it doesn't have the nostalgia. You get the little box.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
says Nintendo on it.
That is true. And the controller, you get the controller. The controller is key. If you don't get arthritis from playing a Nintendo
There's
game,
2
you're not
buttons
playing a
on that son
Nintendo
of a
game.
bitch.
If you can't,
2 whole buttons.
if you can't move your fingers the next
they're
day,
orange.
you're not playing the Nintendo Entertainment System.
all I have to say though, like I like the idea. I already have an original one, like whatnot, but you can't play any other games. You can't put a cartridge in. You can't download any more games. You're stuck with the 30 games at $60. Not a bad price, but
Dude, Excite Bike. I wouldn't even.
8-bit. Sorry,
It's like-
yes, you're right.
I'm sorry. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry here. I gotta call you on that. All right. Those games have great nostalgia. There's a few in there that you probably could really play and enjoy yourself, primarily like the Super Mario Brothers and
Yeah,
such.
yep.
The majority of them you're going to play for 5 minutes and never touch again because what you have in your head of how great they were. 5 minutes playing them, you're going to be like, why the fuck did I find this entertaining?
People are going to pick up Mega Man 2 and play for 2 minutes and be like, fuck this. I'm not
Yes.
playing this hard-ass game.
Yes, I mean, it's like...
Ghosts and Goblins done.
Yeah, there's some hard games. They're putting some hard games on there.
It's a game that most people are going to be buying just for the Super Mario Brothers title. And maybe the Zelda.
All I want to
And
say,
Double Dragon.
I think a lot of
I
people are
don't
going
know.
to buy it just to have as a collection item.
there are USB Nintendo controllers that you can buy.
Nope.
Thank
They're
you,
not
Ninja.
USB. Those aren't USB. Those are Wii U. Wii and Wii.
No, you can get USB. You can
No,
get...
you can
Oh,
get
yeah.
USB
Right.
Nintendo controllers.
Yeah, and like I said, emulate the fuck out of that shit and just get yourself, if you want the nostalgia of the controller, go spend like $20 on eBay. Or,
Yeah, this is plug and play, though. It's just plug and play.
Get people together and playing, and it wasn't just so you could say you had it, you know.
Yeah. Hey, you want to play my Nintendo? That is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen.
All
That's what it's for.
Here's another exact reason how awesome it could be. So, for my birthday, we went to that barcade, right?
Mhm.
And my dad came along with us, and my dad grew up with all these really old arcade games, like the Centipede, the classic Centipede, the Bar Tapper, all that stuff.
God, Defender.
All that.
Yeah.
You should have seen how excited he was the entire time we were
Oh,
there. Like,
yeah.
"Oh, let's play this. Oh my gosh, to get this game, let's play this. Like, that's
Hell
exactly
yeah.
the same reason why these things are made. Is for people that have maybe lost their interest in gaming and stuff like that.
Where you like, Dad, this is my birthday. I'm supposed to be happy.
No, I didn't care. I was
Dad's
just
like,
excited that
that's
he was
like,
so
why'd you
happy about it.
step to the
It was
NES? I will
fucking
fucking
hilarious.
shit up.
Like they had the NFL Blitz game, and then he's like, "All right, let's go play." Right, and so I played him and I beat him, and then Justin shows up and he's like trying to eat his pizza, and he's like, "You done with that yet? Let's go play. Come on, you done? Do that. Go play."
That's awesome.
And then I played with 2 joysticks and 2 characters, and he played 1, and I still beat him.
NFL Blitz. That's a good one.
That's horrible. I played against my one friend who played all these NFL games. We went to a retro gaming convention in Wisconsin, and they had that there. We finally got on, and it's like, yeah, we'll play. Picks a team, I pick a team. I'm like, I have no idea, I'm just smashing buttons and shit. He touchdowned every time.
He touched you?
He touched
He touched you every time?
He touched me every time. Every time.
Everybody's got that one uncle, dude.
Oh,
touched my uncle.
he touched
Kept
me.
taking his guys and slamming them on top of my guy.
Oh, he touched
Obviously,
me.
you're a very big sports guy. But
Score a touchdown goal unit. So yeah, I have a feeling they're going to be printing money with this. I don't.
Printing the money.
I mean, they're just going to sell a shit ton of them. It comes out. Hey, what's up, D Jackson? They're going to sell. They're going to release them on November 11th of this year, just in time for Christmas.
And they'll be sold out for like 3 months.
it's Nintendo. They'll be sold out before they even release.
Yeah, I mean, I would think it seems like it's probably what was that?
Did they release a price or anything?
$60.
So that means you'll be able to pick them up on eBay for $500 a piece.
$70 because nobody's not going to buy the
A second controller. Second controller is $10. So yeah, $70.
If they really wanted to show nostalgia, they would have included the second controller already.
Wait. It doesn't have Contra on it, does it?
No.
Oh man,
Was Contra on the NES or
I
the
wasn't paying
SNES?
attention.
No, that was an
It
NES.
was on both, I think.
No,
That was an NES game, but it doesn't have It doesn't have Contra. Fuck it.
I don't remember. I didn't ever play Contra, so it wasn't a game. It wasn't a game.
Shit,
It wasn't a game my grandma bought for her Nintendo Entertainment System. Dr. Mario, she played all the time. She had an old, not an old CRT. Obviously, everybody had CRTs then, but it was an old version of a CRT. And she played Dr. Mario so much that the screen, the outside edges of the screen, were burned into the screen of the
My
TV.
grandmother was the same exact way on that.
Dr. Mario, it's classic.
But no Contra. That's a deal breaker. I mean, seriously, it's a deal breaker.
There's so many freaking games. There's a lot of games that a few games I probably would never play. But Pac-Man, that was on this Nintendo Entertainment System?
Technically late generation versions of it, but yeah. Because you gotta realize Pac-Man was like 15 years old when Nintendo came out. So Pac-Man was like 1978 or 1979.
Was that on the Atari?
I think it came. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure if it came out on Atari first or it came out on.
Or was it one of those pre-built arcades?
It was a pre-built It was an arcade unit, but it was released on the home console. I can't think of what system it came out for.
I know that it was on Sega for a while.
ColecoVision, maybe? No.
Could be.
Sorry, it's before my time, technically, really. So, Torn?
Oh, thank you, hentai.
Oh shit, I misspelled it.
Hey guys, what is he?
It's supposed to be hey guys.
Ask it nicely, and I'm sure Benthens will get out the tentacles.
Oh gosh, not again.
I keep them in the bathroom.
So I think that's enough.
Every time I hear that, I think about those fucking like sticky hands that you get in the 25-cent machine and like smack them on the stuff.
Just don't smack them on the wall. It leaves a mark.
I think that's enough Nintendo for one night. So Battlefield 1 Open Beta is going to be beginning sometimes after Gamescom, which is through August 17th through the 21st. So sometime at the end of August, maybe beginning of September. This is according to comments by Battlefield community manager Sebastian Moritz.
Damn, baby. That is
I'll be trying it tomorrow.
meaty sandwich.
We got a follow. Thank you very much.
Yay, thank you.
Thanks.
Gumi. Thanks, Gumi.
So you can sign up for the open beta on EA Insiders. It's on their webpage. You get 3 days early access earlier than the rest of the public if you get invited to it. Insiders will also get in-game rewards, exclusive content, and sneak peeks at news about Battlefield. So you'll get email spam.
Oh boy.
Part of your shadow, you're
Watch your inboxes.
Yeah, I'm already in the alpha, so I just haven't had a chance. I haven't been able to play it because my graphics card died. But now that I got my new one,
Oh,
trying
you just have to pre-order the game?
I don't know. I pre-ordered the game like the day after it was announced.
Here's the EA Origin Premium thing.
No, I had it earlier this year, but I canceled it after like 2 months. So, but yeah, it's last weekend I was like, oh boy, I'm gonna try it, and yeah, the 6950, it literally just popped up a window and said, yeah, no.
You suck.
Yeah, it's like you need to download the newest driver in order to play this game. And I went and looked at it, and it's like you have the newest driver for your card.
Oh, you're running legacy drivers.
Yeah, so right now with the 1080 now I can play it, and I can see how well it's gonna fucking look. So
Neat.
You see that building? Yeah. Watch what happens.
watch what happens.
Ultra.
So, I'm looking forward to that. I just haven't had a chance to play it yet.
Cool. Yeah, maybe I'll pre-order it if I can get into the alpha. Because I'm gonna buy the
I
game.
don't know if it was something that was just pre-ordered or if I got lucky.
Yeah. Evolve Stage 2, which we talked about last week, which is the free-to-play version of Evolve that's come out, hit the 1 million player mark, and the developers are giving away a skin in celebration. All you have to do is log into the game between now and Monday to receive the Griffin Blood Eagle skin for free.
So excited about
Yeah,
it.
super excited. Has anybody played since they
Me and Torn have.
Yeah, what'd you think about it?
It's the same game.
It's everything you remember.
Essentially.
Everything you remember and worse.
Well, yeah.
Is it a little
liked
better?
About and everything you disliked.
Is it a little better?
Same.
They changed a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff they took out that. Personally, I took out stuff that I liked, and put in stuff that makes it kind of like less unique. Almost.
It's the same game. It's fun for about 5 minutes, and then you kind of get to the point where it's just like.
Yeah. The one thing I heard is that they made it so that the monster can actually fight the humans at level 1 and potentially win. So it's not like a hide and seek for 20 minutes, and then the monster crushes the humans when it reaches level 3, which was a
let's put it this way,
stupid design.
Let's put it this way, though, a little bit too. We didn't really get the full feel of it as we couldn't play online. We only could play against the
That's
bot
true.
at that time. So
Yeah.
it might be different when you're versing a living person. But we played the fuck out of that when it first came out, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be the same story, which is going to be the A, you kill the monster in the first 20 seconds because the guy's a fucking idiot.
See, I heard you can't do that anymore.
Well, I'm just saying, I still think it's going to be the same system. You're either going to catch it and kill it in the first time because the guy's dumb, or he's going to completely decimate you and destroy you, and that's going to be it.
We played with Dai. He was pretty good as the monster. He did a pretty good fucking job.
See, the thing that they changed that I liked is they gave you 4 points right away, so you can unlock every single skill, which I think was a huge. Because essentially what it was is you were running around farming up until you hit level 3, and then you could just decimate the humans, and that's a boring design of a game. Don't fight each other. Don't fight. You know, that's the monster's idea.
It's one of those things where it sounds really, really good on paper, but in practice, it's not really fun.
Yeah.
That's what I can say it. I mean,
I have fun playing with it. It's all right. It's not probably one I'll play all the time, but
Yeah, I played the shit out of it when it first came out. But
we all did. I mean, a lot of us played a lot of it, and it got to the point where it was just like I think we all agreed. It was like I said, and it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, but really, it's not. I don't know. At least that's the way it is for me.
I mean, the thing that kind of I was like really about was that they reset everything too. So it's like if you worked really hard to get the gold weapons for whoever, now you have nothing.
People were pissed about that for sure.
Yeah, I agree with Refly there. The price of the game was not worth it at the beginning, even though like most of us pre-ordered it. Some of us paid a little more into it, and then they released DLC right after it came out that you had.
Oh, you ordered the season pass. Well, this is season pass 2. You say. So
And
this
here's the
is
PC Master Race.
Season pass. So
PC Monster Race version of the game, and it was scummy.
we
It
got
was
sucker written on our forehead.
a free to play game that they released as a full price game. Essentially, is how they did it.
So, but the only upstand thing now is if you did spend money on it, you get everything unlocked, or at least the majority of everything unlocked. Plus, they give you pretty much a shit ton of money at the beginning, so you
can unlock everything else. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Everything unlocked besides skins.
Same here.
everything's unlocked. Yeah.
Same here. So, I mean, from a standpoint, that's pretty nice because you don't have to dedicate the time to like play Assault to unlock all the Assault guys. You kind of like can now play everybody, which is kind of decent. But it's still just I don't know, just. It makes you feel like it should be more entertaining than it actually.
The core of the game didn't change.
No, the core is still the same. Yeah, but the only really game mechanics they changed is they took out the stealth, which is what JT's pissed about. And everybody now, it's not just the tracker that has the dome. It's basically
Everybody. That's a good change, I think.
Yeah, that's a
Because
good
if you had a shitty tracker, the game was over.
Of course, on the exact other hand, it usually can. Like I said, I have to hold out the aspect that if you're playing against the actual human control monster, it could be
Yeah,
dead.
Dai was really good at baiting us into an area where there was like lava or something like that, and he could use that to his advantage.
Control the situation, and
Yeah, like I immediately recognized where he was staying. He wasn't moving out of the area. I was like, this is going to be bad if someone drops. Oh, they dropped the dome. This is going to be bad.
And the thing is that since everybody has the dome now, the teamwork is not as follow the tracker type mentality. Now everybody kind of can get split up a little bit.
Yeah.
We were playing yesterday. I think it was with Phil, wasn't it? Was it Drunken Phil?
Yeah.
Or who was it?
Yeah.
No, it was T-Bro. And
Yeah, it was
he would just run off in his own direction and drop the shield, and he'd be by himself for 30 seconons fighting against the monster.
Yeah, crushed.
Yeah, and it's like everybody else is trying to get to him, and he's like, I got the shield, and it's like, it's a bad,
You gotta be careful when you play a JT, man. He'll just fucking leave you in the dust. You're like way over there across the map.
I can see how that could be a bad thing unless you really like if you have a pre-made group, maybe not as much, but if you're like in a pug, you could just have somebody just dropping that going off on their own, catching the monster by themselves, and then crying because nobody's there to save them. So I don't know. It's a mediocre game.
I will say the new healer dude is pretty.
I haven't tried any of the new
The
characters.
Pow guy or
No.
whatever his name is, Pow. He's pretty cool. Like his gun is his finger. He's a robot. His gun is his finger pointed like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's it though. That's mine.
All right. That's fair. I like it. I just saw this this afternoon. World of Warcraft Legion pre-expansion patch is coming out on July 19th.
There's an actual release date for the pre-patch itself.
I got invited to the beta for that as well.
Oh. So that we will probably be playing once that comes around.
Wait, is it the pre-patch and the event that's happening before, or is the event going to be later?
The event?
Yeah, you don't know. Okay. Yeah, there's a demon invasion.
What the heck is that?
It's every time they've released a major expansion, they almost always have some type of
Event.
world-changing thing. Yeah, event.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what
This one, basically, the rules are: you open your map, you'll see where demons are invading. You'll get quests. You can actually get 700 plus gear, which will only be exclusive to this event. So if you want the transmogging stuff,
you got to do
Cool.
it now.
Yeah, let's
and
do
you
that
also
for sure.
You get limited achievements that unlock probably some things in the game. You go there, you kill the demons as a group, solo, whatever. You get a new currency just for that event, which you can turn into other things to get more stuff. And then, of course, there's the event quest line.
As a general rule of thumb, most of these events are feats of strength because it's only going to happen now. It's never going to happen again. There's going to be a whole bunch of unique stuff that happens only during this period of time, and they've done this pretty much every time. Now they haven't done it on the scale they've done it in the past.
Wrath of the Lich King, I think, was the biggest one I've seen they did that.
The gates of fucking the Scarab area in the fucking south and Syphilis. That was
Syphilis.
that was something where that was a server-wide event where basically everybody in the server had to gather enough shit in order to open the gates. If the whole server wasn't working for it, the gates wouldn't open.
Huh.
So they had that problem with some servers where there was just not enough people to actually
Yeah.
do what they needed to do in order to open the gates. And then I had PvP servers like the one I was on where it turned into a complete slaughter because there was like a 10-to-1 allied ratio over the Horde, so the Horde was basically trying to do it and getting killed. So
I wasn't.
Shatterhand for the win.
I got in too late, and I don't think I was. Yeah, I wasn't high enough level to go over that area at the time. So it's either. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I was too late for that event.
We'll have to figure out when they're doing the event.
A lot of people were predicting 3 weeks before launch.
We'll have to watch. It'll definitely be. They'll be paying it up. Just pay attention to patch notes. The patch notes will be.
And if it's true what Bone says that the pre-patch is going live on the 19th, I'm probably going to be back into it a little bit more to enjoy the patch and check out all the changes.
Well, the release date's what? August, right?
Yep, the 30th, end of August.
So yeah, we're probably going to see the pre-patch within the next few weeks.
Well, Bone said it's the 19th.
The pre-patch is the 19th. Yeah.
You can actually patch now if you want. It just won't activate.
Yeah, preload.
Yeah, whatever. That doesn't really matter.
20 gigabytes. So,
Jeez.
yeah.
Why?
So you guys, expansion.
You don't even talk about Blizzard used to have a really bad problem with their patchers back in the day. Yeah, that's good enough. So you literally, if this was back before everybody had massive hard drives, you just realize this game's been around for almost a decade. But it was like
hard drive.
you have to go in there and purge your Blizzard patcher because it would have 100 gigs of patches because it would never delete any of the old patches. It would just keep downloading. Mm-hmm. So you go in there and it would be 60 to 100 gigs of just patch information from everything it was downloading. So.
My favorite was when the pre-patch files were hidden. So you had to go in a folder into another folder to find
them, yeah.
The pre-patch folder, which had of course all the when the Sunwell was coming out, that was a good 2-4 gigabytes. Afterwards, they still had the files separate, so you had the pre-patch files, and then you had the files installed into the game. So you had to get rid of those files then. And I had a 30 gigabyte hard drive at the time. It was basically Diablo 2, World of Warcraft, Warcraft 3. That's all I could fit on the computer.
It was pretty bad, man. You'd literally go into your Warcraft folder, it would be 150 gigs, and you're like, how the fuck is the game that big? And it would be 40 patch, because it would never delete any of the old information. It would just keep
you just look at it. It's funny. Oh, my game, World of Warcraft, how big is it? Let's see, it's 60 gigs now? Just by itself. Jeepers. But no, definitely July 19th, if it's true, I'm going to be in the game again. So.
Yeah. And I've heard that this is going to be a very good patch from people who have been playing Alpha. And it looks way better than Draenor did. The only other piece of news that I have is world news, and looks like there's a military coup going on right now in Turkey. So pay attention to that.
Oh, I have a little bit of news before
Sure.
we move on. Kind of moves into the mobile area. Square Enix is also trying to take storm of the app market. They earlier released, what was it, Final Fantasy Brave Exodus, which is teamed up with Gumi, or however you pronounce the company name that did Brave Frontier, which is a really high grossing mobile phone game, or mobile app, whatever you want to consider it. Basically, you make a team, summon monsters, go on quests, fight raid bosses, PvP, that kind of stuff. But it pulls people in due to the fact that there is a little bit of strategy to it. And, of course, you take the Final Fantasy aspect where you add in magic, limit breaks, summons, all that fun stuff. Pulls in a lot of the Final Fantasy crowd. They also just announced another Final Fantasy app, which I think is going to be more on the tablet from the graphic standpoint. It's called Mobius Final Fantasy, where it takes back the turn-based combat system, where you can actually switch to different characters, tell them what you want them to do, and all that fun stuff. It's spearheaded by famed producer, I'm going to butcher his name, Yoshinori Kitse. He did Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, and Final Fantasy 10. And is led by the actual internal Final Fantasy creative team, so it's not one of those sold it off to another person to do this. It should be interesting. I looked at it, it looks nice. They're right now having like a see how many people are interested in this event, where if you put your name like, yeah, I'm interested, it unlocks certain items when you actually get into the game. So most of them are just like ability tickets, summoning tickets to get new characters. Down the line, you get the Brotherhood, which is from Final Fantasy X. It's Titus's sword, Titus, whatever you pronounce his name as.
Titus.
Titties.
Titties.
But the team that they have working on it is not like just a random team. It's actually people that worked on Final Fantasy projects before. It's written by, I can't pronounce the name because I'm going to butcher it, but he did Final Fantasy 7, 8, 10, and Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, it just looks good. Check it out. Final Fantasy, or Mobius Final Fantasy. The hell is going on here?
Phone is aggressively typing.
That wasn't me. That's Shadow.
Shadow.
All right. Do we have a game picked out yet, or are we going to stick our thumbs up our butts
We're
for a
gonna
little
play
while?
Pokemon Go.
That's exciting.
Outside!
That's real exciting, guys. All right.
Everyone's Blake ready.
We'll figure something out.
We're gonna watch Benthans play Pokemon Go and ride his bike around.
Saul wants to play whatever we're playing, so we got to play something Saul can play.
Oh, Saul. What in the- what?
Everybody golf.
Golfing with friends.
Golfing with friends besides Torn.
Fuck that game, man. I had high hopes for that game.
The high moment of the week.
You got to send in a ticket.
I fixed it. Let's play. I fixed it 5 minutes.
I fixed it. I went in there and I played through a whole nine holes, didn't get disconnected, hopped in with JT. 30 fucking seconds, I swear. Disconnected.
It's something on the net. It's gotta be something on the network end then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really does.
I would
Yes.
contact. They have a Reddit page too. You may want to go in there and see if you can contact, because they seem to be active in there. So either that or send them a ticket somehow.
Do you have the right port open?
Fucking.
It's a fun game. It's worth
I say
playing.
that
It's so
because
fucking good. It really is.
I say if you have the right port open because I had a friend who played World of Warcraft, and every time he would go on Ventrilo, he would fall through the world. If he was on Ventrilo, he'd be fine. And he found out it was a port.
That used to be a feature in World of Warcraft. They always said it was working as intended.
It wasn't the game. It was the actual
Fucking
Earth.
yes,
He
yeah,
fell
it was
through the
working.
Earth.
He was in Outland and had a
Disconnected
flying
from your
mount.
own server.
The only time he would come on Ventrilo is when he was Outland on a flying mount, because even if he fell through, he could fly back up.
Alrighty, we'll be back in 5 minutes with
A
something.
game of some sort.
Something.
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 Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow if you haven't already. Check us out on our website, which is thenightligrind.tv, or our Facebook or YouTube, which are all The Nightly Grind. We'll be back in a few minutes.
All the information you need is in the description below.
Okay, thank you.
That's
Or equal opportunity employer.
Are you good with your voice?
All right.